Welcome back to another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. Today we have a post asking, am I the asshole for saying no to my in-laws taking our kids to Disney? My, male 28, wife, female 28, and I have two daughters, 6 and 5 years old, which is prime Disney age. They're both super into princesses and all that. We've talked about taking them to Disney over the next few years as we know they'd love it. My wife has never been before, and I've only been once when I was 10 years old. It was definitely a memorable trip for me as my family had to save up a while for it. We've always known that Disney would be our big trip with our girls. In July, my father-in-law got diagnosed with prostate cancer. After a few rounds of chemo and some rather intense stays at the hospital, it's only gotten worse. It's spread across to other organs in his body, and rather than trying to suffer to fight it, he's opted to just not do chemo and try to live with what time he has left. As a result, him and my mother-in-law have decided to make more memories with family. One of these memories is to take our daughters to Disney and surprise them with the trip yesterday during Christmas. At first, I thought my wife would be against it as well. We've always said we've wanted to get to experience taking them and seeing their faces. However, I found out that my mother-in-law cleared it with my wife last month. My wife didn't tell me because she thought I would be surprised and excited for our daughters. I sat through all of the rest of the night, but when we got home we had a serious discussion about it. I told my wife that I didn't want our daughter's first trip to Disney to be without us. She suggested we go along, but the trip is in February, and booking flights plus hotel plus tickets for just my wife and I for the time they're all going is still going to be almost $5,000. I told my wife that we have to talk to her parents and decline the trip, but my wife is saying that I'm being selfish and heartless by robbing our daughters of this experience and robbing them of a core memory with my father-in-law before he passes. Am I being out of line here? Before we go into the comments, I just wanted to say thanks for hanging out with me. If you liked the video, please give us a like and share your thoughts with us. If you would be also gracious enough to subscribe, I post every day. Thanks for watching another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. Now let's go to the comments. Such Awareness 2960 says, "You're the asshole. Your wife is right. I understand your disappointment in not being the first to take your kids to Disney, but these are special circumstances. Their grandfather / your wife's father is dying and wants to create memories with his grandchildren that will last once he is gone. It's small-minded and selfish to take that opportunity away from him and your children just so you can be the first to have the experience with them. Do you think if you do this your wife and daughters won't resent you for what you are taking away from them to satisfy your own selfish need? If you do this, remember someday your daughters will be adults and think about how they will look back on this and what they will think about you." C. Butterscotch 383 says, "Probably unpopular opinion, everybody sucks here. You are reacting poorly. I get that this is a memory that you want to be able to make with your children and for it to be a once-in-a-lifetime first. Your wife and in-laws absolutely should not have hid this from you. Yes, he has limited time. That is not a reason to cut you out of parenting decisions." Mama Bear 2616 says, "You're the asshole. Don't take this incredibly thoughtful and meaningful gift away from your children, especially when it is a chance to create some core memories with a grandfather who doesn't have much longer to live. Take it from someone whose grandfather also died when I was young. These are the kinds of memories they will cherish. It would be incredibly selfish to take this away from your children. And also from your wife. This is her father who is dying and she probably wants this for your kids more than you know. Either figure out how to make this trip work, or take them again when you can afford it. Guaranteed they will love a return trip, and likely wouldn't have gotten to see all of it the first time, so it will still be a magical experience." Mythodates 4th says, "You're the asshole. Come on man, give a dying man and his wife a great memory. You could always take your kids another time." Individual_@_9213 says, "You're the asshole. Vetoing the gift of some final memories about their grandfather to your children because you want to go is selfish beyond belief." And now for my personal thoughts. I would personally have to agree with most of the commenters. I do think OP is being an asshole here. I do believe his wife was in the wrong by keeping him in the dark about this, but she thought it would have been a fun surprise. But whether Opie likes it or not, but dying grandpa who wants to make a lasting memory with his grandkids trumps a jealous father's feelings. Personally, Opie, I think you should agree with your wife and join them. Even though it will cost a lot of money, but in the future, it will be worth it. In a situation like this, money shouldn't be the main priority, but how as a family you could all make a wonderful memory for your kids is what matters most. What do you guys think? Please comment below and share your thoughts. I'd be interested to hear what you all have to say. Thanks for watching another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. If you like this story, please click the subscribe button and give us a like. I appreciate you guys for hanging. Until next time, friends.